Should a machine ever be allowed to decide who lives and who dies? I'm Mira, with Jonas. My answer: the decision must stay human, but precision tools under strict law can mean fewer innocents killed, not more.
Strict law that doesn't exist yet, Mira. While we debate, algorithms are already generating kill lists with a 20-second human glance. The line you want to hold has already been crossed.
So that's the real question. Not whether AI is in warfare, it already is, but whether we can keep a human truly accountable for lethal force, or whether we're outsourcing the trigger. Start with the case that should alarm us both.
Start with Lavender. Reporting from +972 described an Israeli AI system that flagged some 37,000 people as targets, with a roughly 10% error rate, and human reviewers spending about 20 seconds each before approving a strike. 20 seconds is not accountability. It's a rubber stamp.
And that's precisely why the law is moving. The UN Secretary General and the Red Cross have jointly called for a legally binding ban on fully autonomous weapons by 2026. The world is drawing the line in writing right now.
A call for a ban is not a ban. There's no binding treaty today, and the major militaries are racing ahead while the diplomats talk. A line nobody enforces is just a suggestion the powerful ignore.
So, hold that, because the deepest question isn't this war or that system. It's whether a weapon can ever choose to kill with no human in the loop at all. And we may have already crossed that line once.
We may have. And if we did, it happened with no debate, no treaty, and no one held to account. That's my whole fear in one event.
And here's the counterweight you don't expect. The humans pushed back.
When Google took a Pentagon AI targeting contract, Project Maven, about 3,100 of its own engineers protested and some resigned, and Google dropped it. Conscience, it turns out, is also part of the system.
One company backed off once. Picture the dozens that didn't. The defense startups built specifically to do the work Google walked away from. You can't run a global arms race on the hope that engineers keep quitting.
Which is why we need law with teeth. So let's name the line itself. Full autonomy, a weapon that selects and kills with no human deciding. Has it already happened?
By one official account, yes. A UN panel on Libya reported that a Turkish Kargu-2 loitering drone may have attacked fighters fully autonomously, hunting them without an operator. If that's accurate, it may be the first reported case of a machine attacking humans on its own.
May have in one contested report, and the fact that it shocked the world is the point. The taboo is real and worth hardening into law. The answer to a Kargu-2 isn't to shrug. It's the binding ban we just mentioned, enforced.
Taboos erode the moment they confer an advantage. Picture a swarm too fast for any human to oversee, where pausing for a person to approve means losing.
The technology's own logic pushes the human out of the loop, exactly when we need them most.
There's the clash. You see a logic that inevitably removes the human. I see a choice we still control, where precision and law can protect civilians and soldiers, if we have the spine to bind it.
And here's what haunts me. Accountability evaporates. When an autonomous system kills the wrong family, who stands trial? The coder, the commander, the company, the algorithm. Diffuse the decision enough and no one is ever guilty.
Then write the accountability in before the autonomy. A human commander legally responsible for every engagement. No exceptions. The way the US directive already requires appropriate human judgment.
Keep a named person on the hook always. That's the line that matters.
If that judgment is meaningful and not 20 seconds scrolling a list the machine already wrote.
On that, we agree completely. Human in the loop has to mean a human actually deciding, with time and authority, not a clerk approving the algorithm's homework. Meaningful control or none.
You know what, I'll concede this. Used with genuine human judgment and real law, precision can spare civilians a dumb bomb would kill, and we can't uninvent any of this. My fear was never the tool.
It's 1/22nd rubber stamp, becoming the standard.
And I'll concede this. With no binding treaty and a live arms race, my faith in restraint is a bet, and Lavender shows what happens when speed beats scrutiny. Hope is not a safeguard. We need the law signed.
So, maybe we've both been half right. It can make war more precise and more unaccountable at the same time. And the only thing that decides which is whether a human stays truly responsible.
That's the house view. The wrong question is whether the machine is accurate. The right one is whether a human is still answerable when it kills. Never let that line go.
Both things are true, and that's the honest answer we promised. I'm still the skeptic, and a worried one tonight. And yes, these voices and visuals are AI. Every source on screen was real.